So we got the gemstone. We got the idea of the gemstone inside of us. I've got a series that I'm working on right now. It's called The Gates of Healing. This is just the beginning. There's a video where I introduce this idea of the gemstone inside of us. And I want to just get straight to it here. This video is a lot more off the cuff, and I'm not making YouTube videos to be a star. I just hope that some people find this and it's helpful for them. So I talk kind of slow. If you can hang with me, that's just pretty natural for me. And let's just cruise in. So all of us have a sacred energy to us. We have something very, very real inside of us, and we know what that is. Maybe we don't know exactly what it is, but we're all familiar with this part of ourself that is super real. That is who we are. That is like our essence. And when I say that we're familiar with it, I don't mean that we know it extremely well. We're like, oh yeah, this thing, I'm best friends with it, or I know it inside and out. Especially when you begin your healing journey, you don't know it. You don't know it that great, but you do know it's there. You do know that because everyone knows that. Everyone knows that there's something inside that is just you. It's your soul, whatever you want to call it. And if we cut straight to the chase here, the gemstone, this pearl inside, this real you, your real nature, your Buddha nature, whatever you want to call it, yourself, it is pure. We're all born pure. That's just look at a newborn, look at a baby, pure, I know that I'm very aware that it's possible to have trauma before you enter this life. And we're just going to kind of put that to the side right now. So we're acknowledging that might be true, but we're putting that over there. And just acknowledging that when we're born, pretty darn pure. And I know that purity is a word that, it kind of comes with that Christian feel. Nothing against Christianity, but for some of us it has this feel that's negative. And I would love to just spin that on its head for any of us who have that. I have and had that. Purity it's the most real. It's the most true. It's what we want. We want purity. We want to feel as close to the source as possible. And that source is in that state. It's clean. And so that's how your gemstone is. It's pure, it's clean, it's good. But what happens in life is we experience pain. The pain starts really early. Some people would call it a loss of innocence. But we experience hard things, challenging things that we didn't know could happen. We didn't know that people could betray us or hurt us in these ways, because we have this purity. We are untouched. And so what happens when we experience pain is there's a natural human tendency or just need to not experience pain. I guess that's it, to not experience it, because it's hard. So we basically we close down, and we're going to talk about this later in the series. We close down, but what really happens is that because we experience pain in a certain way, in a certain place inside, we sort of make a vow with ourselves in some way to never show that vulnerability again. To never be vulnerable in that way again. And it's not like, when I speak these things, I'm not speaking like this is truth. Because this can happen in so many different ways. And it could not happen, basically, too, right? So, like, take everything with a grain of salt. But if you can just follow some heart and some logic here, things are hard. They hurt us. They wound us. And so we kind of have this thing where we want to protect that. And one way we protect it is by never showing it again. So we shut parts of ourselves down. And that's really sad. So you can think about it as there's this gemstone at the core. This is our purity. This is our realness. This is our whatever you want to call it. The wind's coming in. I'm going to try to protect here. Protect this mic. Just like we want to protect that gemstone. So we want to protect it, and we want to shield from more pain. But the truth is that underneath the pain, this purity, this nature of ours is still there, and it's still pure. It's still fully intact. So sometimes we say that we're broken. And I think it's very important that this is why I'm starting with the gemstone, is I think it's important, like, I like the idea of, like, I'm broken. It really, like, reveals a lot. There's a lot of heart in that. But the reality is that you're not broken. It's just that you've experienced pain. And that your psyche and your body has come up with so many ways to never feel that pain again, or to never be vulnerable again. So we literally will create, like, personality types, shields in our personalities and the way that we are, so that we never have to show these things, so that we could never be vulnerable again. And we are not broken. Healing is the realization of this gemstone, and the realization that we are a part of this nature, this thing, and that we are coming back home. Coming back home means that all of this pain that we've experienced, all this stuff that we've accumulated, it's just sitting on top of this pearl inside. And as we come back into nature, back into ourselves, our true nature, we have to do a cleaning. There's a cleaning process. We have to wipe this gemstone. We have to get all this accumulated stuff to just go. What I'm not saying is that you're okay. It's all good. Don't worry about it. That's not what I'm saying at all. This pain is incredibly real. This hurt is incredibly real. It's so real, it's why you don't want to go there. It's real. Maybe we just need to hear that. It's real. This stuff is freaking hard. It's so hard. Facing it, so hard. But you have to understand that underneath it is you. Is your good. It's yourself. It's who you know is there. You know someone's there. You know who it is. It's who you want to be. And it's real. And so is the pain. Throughout this series, I'm going to talk about how to deal with this pain, or like how to deal with it. How to work with this healing process. How to get this stuff that's on top of the gemstone to go. That's why this has to be the understanding that you start with. That you're okay. Everything's okay. It's just that stuff is there that makes things hard. So I just recently read this book. It was given to me by a client. Super grateful. This book is called The Prophet. It's by Khalil Gibran. Could be saying that wrong. But there's this quote that I want to share with you. And I would share the whole page, but I think it's a little too long. Might lose your interest, so I'll just take this little snippet. Basically, what's happening here is that people are asking him stuff. And so someone here has asked him, what about good and evil? And so he responds, he says, of the good in you I can speak, but not of the evil. For what is evil but good tortured by its own hunger and thirst? Verily, when good is hungry, it seeks food even in dark caves. And when it thirsts, it drinks even in dead waters. So, we are good. This gemstone is good. And we have guilt and shame because we've done things that are not good. But that doesn't mean we're evil. It means that we have pain. It means that we've experienced pain. And that our good, our hurt, our good, right? This inner child, this inner you was trying to find a way to cope. It's trying to find a way to feel okay. And so we go out and we do all of these things that are pretty dumb. You know? Like you name the thing that you deal with. Pretty dumb. But it's not, that's why it doesn't seem dumb to you. It's why you do it, is because you're coping. It's not that you're bad. It's not that you're evil. It's not that there's anything wrong with you. It's just that you've experienced pain. And I brought up this inner child, and I actually think that there's no right way to think about any of this. Like the Buddhists talk about Buddha nature, or your original nature, right? The Hindus talk about the self, or Brahman, or Atman. The Taoists talk about the Tao. The psychology talks about the inner child. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's all just pointing to that gemstone inside of you. And this purity. And our job is to work closer and closer to that. To that space inside. That realness, that real you. Real you. That's what we're here to do. That's what healing is. So over the next 12 months, we're going to be chatting more about how one might go about this. So I'm excited to go along this journey. Excited to have you here. And I do healing work. The word healing. I do somatic work. I work with people on finding their gemstone. So if you're interested in that, my links are below. I have a Substack. Check that out too. But that's enough of that. Thank you very much for joining. I do wish that you have such a beautiful day and a beautiful life. Aho.